should fall for grace of God, where no doctor can relieve me. If I'm buried beneath the sod, but the angels won't receive me. Let me go, boys, let me go, boys. Let me go down in the mud where it's all dry. This land was always ours, was the proud land of our fathers. It belongs to us and them, not to any of the others. Let them go, boys, let them go, boys. Let them go down in the mud where it's all dry. I shall fall for grace of God, where no doctor can relieve me. If I'm buried beneath the sod, still the angels won't receive me. Let me go, boys, let me go, boys. Let me go down in the mud where the rivers are dry.
Again, the pub where I was born. He played it from the night time to the peaceful early morn. He soothed the souls of psychos and the men who had the horn, and they all left very happy in the morning. But Jimmy didn't like his place in this world of ours, where the elephant man brought storm in his necks and he had too many powers. So I sad to see the grieving of the people that I'm leaving, and he took their all for God knows in the morning. We walked into the station in the rain. We kissed him as we put him on the train, and we sang him a song of times long gone, though we knew that we'd be seeing him again. Sad to say, I must be on my way, so buy me beer or whiskey cause I'm going far away. I'd like to think I'll be returning when I can to the greatest little boozer and to Sally McLennan. The years went by and times were changed, so I grew to be a man. I learned to love the virtues of Sid Sally McLennan. I took the cheers and drank the beers and crawled back home at dawn. I ended up a barman in the morning. I pried the pump and took the hump and watered whiskey down, and took the booze and horses to the men and drank the brown. I heard the sight of Jimmy's making money far away, and some people left for heaven without warning. We walked into the station in the rain. We kissed him as we put him on the train, and we sang them a song of times long gone, though we knew that we'd be seeing them again. Sad to say, I must be on my way, so buy me beer or whiskey cause I'm going far away. I'd like to think I'll be returning when I can to the greatest little boozer and to Sally McLennan. When Jimmy came back home, he was surprised that they were gone. He asked me all the details of the train that they went on. Some people they are scared to croak, but Jimmy drank until he choked. Took the road for heaven in the morning. We walked into the station in the rain, and we kissed him as we put him on the train. And we sang him a song of times long gone, though we knew that we'd be seeing him again. Sad to say, I must be on my way, so buy me beer or whiskey cause I'm going far away. summer breeze, dandling round by the dead old tree. I drink with my friends, the Hammersmith Broadway, the dirty, delightful old drunken old days. And the wind took him down, and I loved it so dearly. The pubs and the bookies where you'd spend all your time, and the old men that was singing when the roses bloom again and turn like the leaves to a new summertime. Now the winter comes down, I can't stand the chill that comes to the streets around Christmas time. I'm buggered to that nation, and I haven't got a penny to wander the dark streets of London.
We set sail from the sweet cove of Cork. We were sailing away with a cargo of bricks for the Grand City Hall in New York. 'Twas a wonderful craft, she was rigged fore and aft, and oh how the wild wind drove her. She stood several blasts, she had 27 masts, and they called her the Irish Rover.
We had 1 million bags of the best lager rags. We had 2 million barrels of stone. We had 3 million sides of our blind horses' hides. We had 4 million barrels of bones. We had 5 million hogs, 6 million doves, 7 million barrels of porter. We had 8 million vials of old nanny ghost tales, and the whole of the Irish Rover.
There was old Mickey Coot, who played hard on his flute when the ladies lined up for the set. He would toot with skill for each sparkling quadrille, till the dancers were fluted and bet. With his smart, witty talk, he was cock of the walk, and he rolled the dames under and over. They all knew at a glance when he took up his stance, and he sailed in the Irish
county town. There was Johnny McGurk, who was scared stiff of work, and a man from Westmeath come along. There was Slugger O'Toole, who was drunk as a rule, and fighting Bell Tracy from Dover. And your man, Mike McCann, from the banks of the Bann, was a skipper on the Irish Rover.
For a sailor, it's always a bother in life. It's so lonesome by night and by day that he longs for the shore and a charming young whore who will melt all his troubles away. All the noise and the rout, swilling, pudging and stout, for him soon is done and over. Of the love of a maid, he is never afraid that I'll sail from the Irish Rover.
We had sailed 7 years when the measles broke out, and the ship lost its way in the fog. And the whale of a crew was reduced down to two, just myself and the captain's old dog. Then the ship struck a rock, oh Lord, what a shock. The boat, it was turned right over.
Turned 9 times around, and the poor old dog was drowned. And the last of the Irish Rover.
Surprises, thanks to just a little bottle of smoke. I went to hell and turned a race with a little bottle of smoke. But David cleared a skirty, but he came up and looked like a streaking light, like a drunken fucking Saturday night. I'm killing a bottle of smoke. 20 fucking vodka when you go, you guys are done. But when I was got a bottle of smoke in my house, one. Shares and quarries, something for you had a bottle of smoke. Inquisitions and summer sessions, I had a bottle of smoke. Fuck the shares and truck the roads. We're getting on fuckers and parasites. Bangers and stummers and killer covers and million glimpses of my hand like a light. 20 fucking vodka when you go, the guys are done. But I was got a bottle of smoke in my house, one. Cars and cars are bursting out of the bottle of smoke. Glasses staring, glasses bursting out of the bottle of smoke. Stop a 50 to the wood. Before I broke my blood, they give me a break on a Saturday night when I had a bottle of smoke. 30 fucking blood, the one me down, the guys are done. But I was gonna bottle of smoke, the way I was smoke. Price of mine, strong as pigs, they have a bottle of smoke. Stands for giving a celebrations, they have a bottle of smoke. Fuck the yanks and drink the woods. The moon is clear, the sky is bright, I'm happy as the horse is shit. Fucking a bottle of smoke. 20 fucking blood, the one we down, the guys are done. But I was gonna bottle of smoke, the way I was smoke.
Vasquez Garcia, and welcome to Almeria. And we have Cingas and Canleche, we have Fiesta and Faria. We have the son of the Chinchona, we have Brandy and half Corona, and Leonardo and his accordion, and Calamari and macaroni. Come all you rambling boys of pleasure, and ladies of easy leisure. We must say adios until we say Amaria once again. There is a mister, there you see, and he's stuck at 1 and 3. But you whispers in this one's ear, will you kindly kill a doll for me? There is one, Keshona in the bingo, all he told us was she's crazy crinkle. As he pulls up the doll's head laughing, and Miraldo throws his body in the sea. All you rambling boys of pleasure, the ladies of easy leisure, we must say adios until we say Maria once again. Says Maya, what's a euro? Go to the waxing star, says euro, what's a Maya? I forgot a burden. I went up to Montauk Town to see and kill me girl. But he wouldn't give me half a grand. I go to the waxing star. Well, yeah, I'll have a pint with you, sure. And everybody that doesn't know the story, shack down on the poser. Shack down on the poser. On the first day of March, it was raining. It was raining worse than anything that I have ever seen. I drank 10 pints of beer and I cursed all the people there. I wished that all this rain would stop falling down on me. And it's lending me £10, I'll buy you a drink. And mother wake me early in the morning. At the time I was working for a landlord, and he was the meanest bastard that you have ever seen. And to lose a single penny would grieve him awful sore. And he was a miserable bollocks and a bitch's bastard's whore. And it's lending me £10, I'll buy you a drink. And mother wake me early in the morning. I recall that we took care of him one Sunday. We got him out the back and we broke his fucking balls. And maybe that was dreaming and maybe that was real, but all I know is I left the place with a penny or fuck all. And it's lend me £10, I'll buy you a drink. And mother wake me early in the morning. But now the most charming of verandas, let's sit and watch the junkies and drunks the pimp stores. 5 green bottles sitting on the floor. I wish to Christ that I had 50 more. And it's lend me £10, I'll buy you a drink. And mother wake me early in the morning. And it's lend me £10, I'll buy you a drink. And mother wake me early in the morning. The boys and me are drunk and looking for you. We'll eat your friggin' entrails and we won't give a damn. Me daddy was a bloodshed and my mother a madame. My brother earned his medals at my late Vietnam. And it's lend me £10, I'll buy you a drink. And mother wake me early in the morning. On the first day of March it was raining. It was raining worse than anything that I have ever seen. Stay on the other side of the road, cause you can never tell. We're dressed like a gang of devils, we're the boys in the county hell. And it's lend me £10, I'll buy you a drink. And mother wake me early in the morning. And it's lend me £10, I'll buy you a drink. And mother wake me early in the morning.
All let the grasses grow and the waters flow in a free and easy way. But give me enough of the rare old stuff that's made near Galway Bay. Come gougers all from Donegal, Sligo and Leitrim too. And we'll give them the slip and we'll take a sip of the rail of Mountain Dew. Skiddery idle little dum, skiddery idle little dum, skiddery idle little dum day. Skiddery idle little dum, skiddery idle little dum, skiddery idle little dum day. There's a nice little still at the foot of the hill where the smoke curtains up to the sky. Be a whiff of the smell, you can plainly tell that there's pudgy boys close by. Where it fills the air with a perfume rare to betwixt both me and you. As home we roll, we'll drink a bowl or a bucket full of Mountain Dew. Skiddery idle little dum, skiddery idle little dum, skiddery idle little dum day. Skiddery idle little dum, skiddery idle little dum, skiddery idle little dum day.
Let's learn it when there's years of pain have written your prizes high. The slate for Jane from Ireland Green, the slate from Wheat and Rye. Go away with your pose of the cure all this for pagan Christian or Jew. Take off your coat and grace your throat with a bucket full of Mountain Dew.
Skiddery idle little dum, skiddery idle little dum, skiddery idle little dum day. Skiddery idle little dum, skiddery idle little dum, skiddery idle little dum day. Let the grasses grow and the waters flow in a free and easy way. Give me enough of the rare old stuff that's made near Galway Bay. Come gouge us all from Donegal, Sligo and Leitrim too. And we'll give them the slip and we'll take a sip of the real old Mountain Dew. Skiddery idle little dum, skiddery idle little dum, skiddery idle little dum day. Skiddery idle little dum, skiddery idle little dum, skiddery idle little dum day. Skiddery idle little dum, skiddery idle little dum, skiddery idle little dum day. Skiddery idle little dum, skiddery idle little dum, skiddery idle little dum day. As I was going over the far-famed Kerry Mountains, I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced me pistol and I then produced me rapier. Sing, stand and deliver, for I am the boldest sabre. Musher ring of a new limonade. Whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar.
I counted out his money, it made a pretty penny. I put it in my pocket and I took it home to Jenny. She sighed and she swore she never would deceive me, but the devil take my word for it, it never can be easy.
What's your ring of a new limonade? Whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I went up to my chamber, all for to take a slumber. I dreamt of gold and jewels, on sure it was no wonder. But Jenny threw me charges and she filled them up with water, and sent for Captain Farrell to be ready for the slaughter. What's your ring of a new limonade? Whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar.
'Twas early in the morning, before I rose to trouble. Up comes a man, a footman, and likewise Captain Farrell, who forced to use my pistol, for she stole away my rifle. I couldn't shoot the water, so a prisoner I was taken.
What's your ring of a new limonade? Whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. If anyone can aid me, 'tis my brother in the army. If I can find a station in Cork or in Killarney, and if you'll go with me, we'll go roaming through Kilkenny, and I'm sure it'd suit me better than me own the sporting Jenny. Mush your ring, I'm a do them a da. Whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. There's some take delight in the carriages are rolling, and others take delight in the hurry and the bowling. Well, I take delight in the juice of the barley, and courting pretty fair maids in the morning, bright and early. Mush your ring, I'm a do them a da. Whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Mush your ring, I'm a do them a da. Whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar.
the pouring rain. I wish to God I was back in the sea again. Though that belongs to the world of never will be. There was never a wilder bastard than me on the sea. I could fuck all the horses and I should me boys. I wiggle and holler and made a great noise. I was slacking and trance anymore. But I won't go down to the sea anymore. I played some pounds and I rice and I'd share. And I tossed on me neighbours both less than the dare. Shoot from my belly, curly pockets up bare. I'm puxing and cursing and people around here. What you give me that price of a half pint of beer? What you give me that price of a cup of get share? I'm puxing and cursing and people around here. Must indeed be small to write his name upon a shithouse wall. But before I die, I'll add my regal scroll to show the world I'm left with sweet fuck all. And when all of us bullshit as poets to die, a monument grand I will rise to the sky. A monument made just a marker I win. A monument of sun shit on me boys. I never felt Jackson he fought on the cross. I call him a herd, he voted me cross. We shared out the jacket, we died in a tree. The compliments passed and the quality made. 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 Yeah!
I saw you was down at the Greeks. There was whiskey and Sunday and tears in her cheeks. You sang me a song that was pure as the breeze on a road leading up Glenavee. I sat for a while at the Crescent Finner where young lovers would meet when the flowers were in bloom. Heard the men coming from the fire at Sharon. Their hearts in Tipperary wherever they go. Take my hand and dry your tears, babe. Take my hand, forget your fears, babe. There's no pain, there's no more sorrow. They've all gone, gone in the years, babe. Sat for a while by the gap in the wall, found a rusty tin can and an old hurdy ball. When the cards been dealt and the rosary called and a blind chanting and all. And the next time I see you, we're down at the Greeks. There'll be whiskey and Sunday and tears in our cheeks. For it's stupid to laugh and it's useless to bawl. But a rusty tin can and an old hurdy ball. Fears, babe. There's no pain, there's no more sorrow. They're all gone, gone in the years, babe. So I walked as day was dawning, where small birds sang and leaves was Christmas Eve, babe, in the drunk tank. An old man said to me, won't see another one. And then he sang a song, the rare old mountain tune. I turned my face away and dreamed about you. Got on a lucky one, came in 18 to 1. I've got a feeling this year's for me and you. So happy Christmas, I love you, baby. I can see a better time when all our dreams come true.
They got cars big as bars, they got rivers of gold, but the windows right through you, it's no place for the old. When you first took my hand on a cold Christmas Eve, you promised me Broadway was waiting for me. You were handsome,
You were pretty queen of New York City. When the band finished playing, they held out for more.
Sinatra was swinging, all the drunks they were singing. We kissed on the corner, then danced through the night. The boys of the NYPD choir were singing, go away, babe. And the bells are ringing out for Christmas Day.
You're an old slut and junk lying there almost dead on a dripping night bed.
You scumbag, you maggot, you cheap, lousy faggot. Happy Christmas, you're ours, I pray God it's our love.
The boys of the NYPD choir still singing, go away, babe. And the bells are ringing out for Christmas Day. Could have been someone.
Well, so could anyone. You took my dreams from me when I first found you.
I kept them with me, babe. I put them with my own. Can't make it all alone. I built my dreams around you. The boys of the NYPD choir still singing, go away, babe. And the bells are ringing out for Christmas Day. The island, it is silent now, but the ghosts still haunt the waves. and a torch lights up a famished man who fortune could not save. Did you work upon the railroads? Did you ride the streets of crime? Were your dollars from the White House? Were they from the 5 and dime? Did the old songs start to cheer you? And did they still make you cry? Did you count the months and years? Or did your teardrops quickly dry? I know 15 was not to be on a copping ship. I came here and I never even got so far that they could change my name. Thousands are sailing across the western ocean to a land of opportunity that some of them will never see. Fortune prevailing across the western ocean, their bellies full, their spirits free. They'll break the chains of poverty and they'll dance. In Manhattan's desert twilight, in the dead of afternoon, we stepped hand in hand on Broadway, like the first men on the moon. And a blackbird broke the silence as you whistled, it's so sweet. And then Brendan Behan's footsteps, I danced up and down the street. And we said goodnight to Broadway, giving it our best regards. Tipped our hats to Mr. Cohen, dear old Times Square's favourite bird. Then we raised a glass to JFK and a dozen more besides. When I got back to my empty room, I suppose I must have cried. Thousands are sailing again across the ocean. We're a hand of opportunity, trust tickets in a lottery. Postcards we're mailing with skyward skies and oceans, from rooms that I met my love by the gasworks wall. Dreamed a dream by the old canal. I kissed my girl by the factory wall. Dirty old town, dirty old town. Clouds are drifting across the moon. Cats are prowling on their beat. Springs a girl from the streets at night. Dirty old town, dirty old town. The docks. Saw a train set the night on fire. I smelled the spring on the smoky wind. Dirty old town, dirty old town. I'm gonna make a picture box, shining steel, tempered in the fire. I'll chop you down like an old dead tree. Dirty old town, dirty old town. I met my love by the gasworks wall. Dreamed a dream by the old canal. I kissed my girl by the factory wall. Dirty old town, dirty old town. Dirty old town, dirty old town. One summer evening, drunk to hell, I sat there nearly lifeless. An old man in the corner sang where the water lilies grow. And on the jukebox Johnny sang about a thing called love. And it's how are you kid and what's your name and how did you bloody know? In blood and death 'neath a screaming sky I lay down on the ground, and the arms and legs of other men were scattered all around. Some cursed, some prayed, then cursed, and prayed, then bled some more. And the only thing that I could see was a pair of brown eyes that was looking at me. But when we got back, labelled parts 1 to 3, there was no pair of brown eyes waiting for me. And a rove, and a rove, and a rove, and I'll go for a pair of brown eyes. And I've thought about a pair of brown eyes that waited once for me. So drunk to hell I left the place, sometimes crawling, sometimes walking. A hungry sound came across the breeze, so I gave the walls a talking. And I heard the sounds of long ago from the old canal, and the birds were whistling in the trees where the wind was gently laughing. And a roving, a roving, a roving I'll go, a roving, a roving, a roving I'll go, and a roving, a roving, a roving I'll go, for a pair of brown eyes, for a pair of brown eyes. And a roving, a roving, a roving I'll go, and a roving, a roving, a roving I'll go, and a roving, a roving, a roving I'll go, for a pair of brown eyes.
Very well to you, my own true love. There were many fare well. I am bound for California, a place that I know right well. So very well, my own true love. When I return united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. I am bound on a Yankee clipper ship, Lady Crockett is her name, and her captain's name it is Burgess, and they say that she's a floating hell. So very well, my own true love, when I return united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. Oh, I sailed with Burgess once before, and I think I know him well. If a man's a sailor, he will get along. If he's not, then he's sure at hell. So very well, my own true love, when I return united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. Ah, the ship is in the harbour, love, and you know I can't remain. Though I know that it will be a long, long time before I see you again. So very well, my own true love, when I return united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. One more time. So very well, my own true love, when I return united we will be. We will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. When I first came to London, I was only 16, with a fiver in my pocket and my old dancing bag. I went down to the Dilly to check out the scene, but I soon ended up upon the old main drag, where the he-males and the she-males paraded in style, and the old man with the money would flash you a smile. In the dark of an alley you would work for a five, for a swift one up the wrist down on the old main drag. In the cold winter nights the old town it was chill, but there were boys in the cafes who'd give you cheap pills. If you didn't have the money, you'd cajole and you'd beg. There was always lots of chewing on the old main drag. One evening as I was lying down in Leicester Square, I was picked up by the coppers and kicked in the balls. Between the metal doors at Vine Street I was beaten and mauled, and I ruined my good looks for the old main drag. In the tube station the old ones who were on the way out would dribble and vomit and grovel and shout, and the coppers would come along and push them about, and I wished I could escape from the old main drag. And now I am lying here, I have had too much booze, I've been spat on and shot on and raped and abused. I know that I am dying and I wish I could beg for some money to take me from the old main drag. Cormac and Richard Tauber are singing by the bed. There's a glass of punch below your feet and an angel at your head. There's devils on each side of you with bottles in their hand. You need one more drop of poison and you'll dream of foreign lands. When you pissed yourself in Frankfurt and got sipped down in Cologne, and you heard the rattling death trains as you lay there all alone. Greg Ryan bought you whiskey in a brothel in Madrid, and you take some fucking black shirt who was cursing all the yids, and a sick bit of Coot Cullen will kneel and say a prayer, but the ghosts are rattling at the door and the devil's in that chair. The Euston Tavern, you screamed it was your shell, but I wouldn't give you service, so you kicked the windows out. They took you out into the street, kicked you in the brains, so you went back in through a bolted door and did it all again. Like a sick bit of Coot Cullen will kneel and say a prayer, and the ghosts are rattling at the door and the devil's in that chair. Hey! Remember that foul evening when you heard the banshees howl? There was lazy, drunken bastards singing Billy in the Bowl. They took you up to midnight mass and left you in the lurch, so you dropped a button in the plate and spewed up in the church.
Now you sing a song of liberty for blacks and packs of jocks, and I'll take you from this dump you're in and stick you in a box. Then I'll take you to Cookbriar and shove you in the ground. We can stick your head back out and shout, we'll have another round. At the great side of Cookcullen, we'll kneel around and cry, and God is in his heaven, and Billy's down by the bay. Yeah!
Oh, Johnny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the roses falling. 'Tis you must go, 'tis you must go, and I must bide. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. 'Tis I'll be there in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so. But if you come and all the flowers are dying, if I am dead, as dead I might well be, you'll come and find the place where I am lying, and kneel and say, I'll not be there for me. And I shall hear those softly tread above me, and all my grave shall warmer, sweeter be. If you will bend and tell me that you love me, then I will sleep in peace until you come to me. When I was a young man, I carried my pack, and I lived the free life of a rover. From the Murray's green basin to the dusty outback, I waltzed my Matilda all over. Then in 1915, my country said, son, it's time to stop rambling, 'cause there's work to be done. So they gave me a tin hat and they gave me a gun, and they sent me away to the war. And the band played Waltzing Matilda as we sailed away from the quay. And amidst all the tears and the shouts and the cheers, we sailed off for Gallipoli. How well I remember that terrible day when the blood stained the sand and the water, and how in that hell that they call Suvla Bay we were butchered like lambs at the slaughter. Johnny Turkey was ready, he primed himself well, he showered us with bullets and he rained us with shells, and in 5 minutes flat he'd blown us all to hell, nearly blew us right back to Australia. And the band played Waltzing Matilda as we stopped to bury our slain, and we buried ours and the Turks buried theirs, and it started all over again. Now those who were living did their best to survive in that mad world of Dutch blood and fire. And for 7 long weeks I kept myself alive, all the corpses around me pile higher. Then a big Turkish shell knocked me arse over tits, and when I awoke in my hospital bed and saw what it had done, Christ, I wished I was dead. Never knew there were worse things than dying. And no more I'll go waltzing Matilda to the green bushes so far and near, for to hang tents and pegs a man needs 2 legs. No more waltzing Matilda for me. So they collected the cripples, the wounded and maimed, and they shipped us back home to Australia. The legless, the armless, the blind and insane, those proud wounded heroes of Suvla. And as our ship pulled into Circular Quay, I looked at the place where me legs used to be, and thank Christ there was nobody waiting for me to grieve and to mourn and to pity. And the band played Waltzing Matilda as they carried us down the gangway, but nobody cheered, they just stood and stared, and they turned their faces away. And now every April I sit on my porch and I watch the parade pass before me. I see my old comrades, how proudly they march, reliving young that dreams of past glory. I see the old men all twisted and torn, the forgotten heroes of a forgotten war. And the young people ask me, what are they marching for? And I ask myself the same question. And the band plays Waltzing Matilda, and the old men still answer the call. But year after year, their numbers get fewer. Someday no one will march there at all. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, go a waltzing Matilda.